question we should ask ourselves. Why do people do this work?
Okay.
And one thing that I also have to say is that all of us, we cannot do a color job.
The white collar job.
Yes. We have to be creative. I don't think you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Talking about creativity, like you should do basically other things.
Take a look at it. When a 18 years old boy wants to ride a car of 10 million, that already speaks volume. Where is he going to get the money? Without working, without being employed. So,
now, don't you think this is as a result of what the youths are seeing our politicians do? For example, our politicians, most of them flaunt their wealth, and the growing population of the youth see them and see how they flaunt this wealth, and these guys are not putting stuffs together, you know, representing, you know, the youth in the way they should represent. Don't you think this is one of the reasons why, you know, people are looking at it that, oh, you guys are doing our let's do it? For example, you know, one of the statements credited to NWANERI was that this is a payback time, that, you know, the whites came, stole our precious stuff, you know, made our parents slaves and all of that. Can we really tie this together? Because to me, if you ask me, I'll tell you, what is good is not, what is bad is bad.
Yeah.
You know, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
You know, Rebecca, you said something about, you know, those who have made it and how they should put people through and all of that. Do these guys really want to work? Are they willing? If you show them, you know, because I know, for example, there are some local governments that, you know, they have centers where you learn skills and acquisition. How many of these guys have gone there to say, I want to learn carpentry, I want to learn tailoring, I want to learn fashion designer, I want to become this and that, because they have those things. The question is, how willing are these guys, you know, the youths now, by saying the guys, you know?
Okay, let me just start from the root of how all this started. To me, I just think that our politicians, we see them as our role models because some of them are fathers, some of them are mothers. So the fact that some politicians are not really laying good examples for the young ones to follow, in the sense that when we look at corruption, fine, corruption is everywhere. And if you, being a leader in the country, you are a figurehead. So if you are corrupt as a leader, or you are holding one position or the other in the country, people look up to you, they see what you do, and they see what you have. So in that situation, young adults, we want to emulate what they see. And if they can't get it the right way, they will definitely want to go through the wrong way to get what they see that people that they see as role models have. That's the politicians. So I think that in putting an end to internet fraud, also we should also look at corruption in the country and look at people that we are looking up to, people that are leading us in this country. We should also pay attention to the things they do. You know, people will be crying out now that, okay, government are paying attention to the youth. What about the politicians? What about the money they squander? What about how they lavish the money of the country and all that? You know, people want to use that as an excuse. So I think in correcting the youth also, they should also start from themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Talking about starts from themselves, and this is a dispensation that came with a mantra of fighting corruption.
Yes.
You know, and we know by next month, precisely May 29, there will be, you know, this month precisely, I beg your pardon, May 29th, you know, we'll be handing over, we will be facing another phase of, and the new dispensation is coming with change. It's coming with next level.
Yeah.
Now, the first change, and one of the reasons I believe people, you know, went out en masse to vote in the last dispensation was because we were tired of seeing corrupt leaders, and the APC government came in a mantra of fighting corruption to, you know, a standstill. Carlos,
yes,
do you think, what would be your rating, you know, so far with this dispensation in regards to the fight against corruption?
I can say the EFCC, they are actually trying.
Okay.
If I'm to rate them based on the previous administration, I think I can give them 70%. They're actually trying.
Now, if you say they are trying, again, Rebecca and Carlos, now this question goes to the both of you. We've heard other people, especially from the opposition, say the fight against corruption has been one-sided. You know that once, and we also have a statement credited to the chairman of the All Progressive Congress that once you move or you become a member of the APC, all your sins, shall be forgiven. Hearing our politicians say these things, do you think the youths, especially those that are involved, in these cyber crimes, and especially also those that are looking, because as we're speaking right now, there are some people that are thinking, are already making up their mind to start, the cyber crime. Do you think with this kind of statement and what they are seeing our leaders do, they'll have a change of mind or a change of heart to either stop it and do something else?
To me, I think the APC, they've actually tried in shunning corruption. Definitely end to internet fraud finally and for good. They should also make a change by also doing the right thing. And also in creating job employment, like you said Lagos State have created more jobs like the report gave, and yes, people are still unemployed. Let's not forget the number of population we have in Lagos. It's really much. We are many here in Lagos, and people troop in Lagos every day.
Is that one of the causes of Lagos top one of the 5 most unemployment states?
I still have something to say about that. There may be more jobs for people in Lagos State. Definitely, it cannot. It cannot accommodate everyone in Lagos State, but Lagos State, definitely, there's this assurance that when you come to Lagos, there's a tendency of you getting a good job, even if not immediately, but you will definitely get a job.
Hold your thoughts, Rebecca, hold your thoughts a bit. Let me shock you. 9 states with reduction in unemployment rate. Let's not forget that this story we are reading is actually the report from the 3rd quarter in 2018. And the 9 states with reduction in unemployment rates are Akwa Ibom, Enugu, Imo State, Kaduna, Kogi, Lagos as well happens to be one of the states as well. Nasarawa, Ondo, and River State.
Okay, looking at the states you listed right now,
yes,
apart from Kaduna State that actually match up a little bit with the population of Lagos, looking at the other states, their population can never be compared to that of Lagos. And if you look at the labor force of Kaduna State, people that are eligible to work, you cannot compare people that are eligible to work in Kaduna State to that of Lagos. So if there are more employment there, that's because they have they have less population of people they can actually employ to work than that of Lagos. So Lagos State, looking at the population, we have more labor force, people that are liable to work, that are eligible to work. We have population of that in Lagos State. There are jobs in Lagos, it's just that we are too many.
Good. Now, Carlos, you said something about the youth should try and see how we can diversify, and must we look for this white collar job? Must everybody come to Lagos, or must the people in Lagos, look for this job that they'll be paid monthly? That's popularly called white collar jobs. Why are people not going into farming? Why are people not, doing other things? Why are people not setting up their own business? I mean, we've seen private sectors or private organizations come out to tell you, SME, that's small and medium scale enterprise and all of that. Mm-hmm. Why are people not taking advantage of this initiative?
Okay, sorry.
you want to say something about this? Carlos, sorry.
Well, I don't know what to say, seriously, because if I'm to talk now, I will just say people are lazy. Lazy.
Please don't say laziness, because I know the last person that said laziness, I understand the reaction.
It's definitely not laziness.
Yeah.
For you to start up a business in Nigeria, except whatever motivational speaker has said, I don't know what they've said. Probably they've deceived so many people that they don't need money to start up their own businesses.
Okay.
Because for you to start up a business, you need capital. And for you to get that capital, where will you get it from? You can't get it from any family member. That's if you're lucky enough to get it from any one of them. You have to work to get that capital, and if you don't work, where do you want to get it from? So to me, I think that in starting up your own business, even if when you've learned a trade or even when you've learned a trade, you still need capital to start up your own business. Getting a shop, getting your equipment, and every other thing like that. You can't just wake up one day and just have money to start up a business. Except probably those that their parents, okay, they have more than enough to support them. But looking at the state of this country, after you graduate from university, you still have to work, then save up to have your own capital, then start up your own business. And with the idea of the increase in minimum wage, I guess people should be able to save up and do to save up capital for their business. Because seriously, I will give a very let me say, I will really give me that words to use. Nigerian youth are really trying. If we have to look at it about learning trade, having your own business and all that, if you really pay attention, Nigerian youth are trying. Go to social media, you see people advertising one product or the other, selling something, just trying to do something. Even those that are working are still doing something for themselves. So nobody is idle, nobody is lazy, and nobody is waiting for one government to give them job. We just need support. Okay, I'm saying we now because it's personal.
I don't know, because I'm using your personalizing this. All right, distinguished viewers, it's still the morning drive, and don't forget that this is the first edition of the morning drive. The morning drive, it's a program where we discuss lifestyle, we discuss entertainment, we also analyze the news that made headlines into a different newspaper. We're discussing now one of the news that broke the internet last week, the arrest of Naira Marley, and also we popped the big questions. Is basically unemployment, is it the reason why we should, or the youth should engage in cybercrime? Don't forget that you can join this discourse by calling our numbers that's on the screen there. 0809259937 or 0805918858. Let's get to hear your own take on this. Is unemployment one of the reasons or major reasons why the youth of this generation are engaging in cybercrime? Okay, so Carlos, let me come to you. You seem to have an idea how farming works, if I may say.
Yes.
Can you just give one or two advice? Like Rebecca said, some people always tell you it's by the grace of God. So let's not use the grace of God here now. Can you just, analyze how much capital does one need to do, say, the least farming?
Well, if we are to talk about farming,
yes,
we have different categories.
Definitely.
You have some crops that when you plant it, by 2 months, that's 8 weeks,
yes,
you start harvesting. And examples are cucumber, tomato, vegetable, and etc.
Awesome. So like how much does one need, to embark on such? Just give us a rough estimate, because I'm trying to draw a point. Rebecca said something. Sorry, let me just.
With 80,000 naira, you should be able to plant cucumber or vegetable or pepper on a plot of land, and excluding the land.
Okay.
And that's all.
Yeah, but I'm aware, and one thing I know is somewhere like Kogi, somewhere like what's this other place now? I think Delta. They have a government. There's a government plan that encourages people to plant or to farm, and they give you, some plots of land to farm on. Yes. They just lease it to you to farm on, sometimes for free, just to encourage farmers. Now, for 80,000 naira a acre, farming. And like you said, there are some crops that you can harvest 3 times in a year. Do you think it's as a result of the youth being lazy now, or we just don't like to soil our hands with the dirty jobs?
Okay, not that.
No, I'm saying this to you because you seem to be speaking for the people,
The thing is, okay, thank God you said in Kogi and Delta State.
Yeah.
Now,
But there are other
Lagos,
states.
you know, in Lagos, farming may not be easy because you don't have enough land for that.
True.
And how have those people, those people that came up with this plan, have they done enough publicity for people to be aware of the fact that this program is actually ongoing? Because to me, I'm just hearing this for the first time. Seriously, even the analysis he gave now, I'm just hearing it. So if there's something the government is doing for the people, they should also make sure that they do enough publicity for people to know about these things. To me, that's what I think.
All right, distinguished viewers, it's the morning drive, and I've been speaking to it. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we're having some challenges there. Hello? 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 Alright, don't forget that it's still the morning drive, and we've been talking about how do you think unemployment is the responsible for the internet fraud amongst youth today. Carlos, I've been speaking with Carlos and of course Rebecca Irabo, and they've been giving wonderful insights and wonderful analysis as to the reasons why we have unemployment, and why unemployment, to their own best knowledge, has led to some people engaging in the cyber fraud. And don't forget that we are not preaching, we are not saying that it's right. We condemn it in all totality, and we're saying do something meaningful as a youth. All right, Carlos, so let me come back to you now. Talking about unemployment, do you think, because Citizens of Information Network, we don't just give the information, we also put up advice there. What do you think that we can do, or the government can do, to reduce unemployment?
By creating more jobs.
How?
There are some areas that, though we cannot teach the government their work,
True.
they have their own ways of doing things. Do you understand? So I believe there should be a measure that should be put in place. That's just it.
Rebecca?
Like you said, they should be strategic in whatever they do. They should actually look at the areas in which youth will be very active in creating more jobs opportunities, and also they should look at the location, the geographical area, and the things that will really move and be effective in those places. And just like they've really encouraged the learning of trade and every other thing, and also farming and the likes, I think that with enough publicity and support and all that, I think the rate of unemployment will be reduced.
All right, distinguished viewers, is still the morning drive, and when we come back, it will be time for us to look at other trending topics, newspaper headlines, and we analyze and review, and of course, trending topic. We'll be looking at we review and analyze the newspaper headline, I beg your pardon, and of course talk about some form of entertainment and sports. I know some of you are looking, are waiting to hear how my sports guys are going to analyze yesterday's events between, when we come back. Don't worry. All right, we'll be right back. Yeah. So while we leave you with the video of Naira Marley in court and how the proceeding is going so far, when we come back, we'll also be talking about more headlines on the news and then headlines into our different newspapers this morning. My name is RAPHAEL. We're coming back.
Hello, Pando. 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 Tolani, I better come back. Yeah, I have the two cameras. So, Pando, we are starting with the daily trust, right? Not now. What of now?
All right, welcome, distinguished viewer. It's still the morning live and brought to you by Citizens Information Network. All right, it's time for Front Pages review and analysis, and I have with me this morning our very own senior correspondent all the way from Kano, Suleke Fagi. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Morning.
And also I have with me from Ekiti, all the way from Ekiti, one of our other representatives, our correspondent, Martins Baba today. You're welcome, Martins.
Welcome.
All right, quickly, let's go to the different news that made headlines in our different newspaper, and I'll be starting from the Daily Trust this morning. Daily Trust says bandits kills 17 in Zamfara State, and also in Daily Trust, Lamido to Obasanjo, don't turn to bigot, and this is as a result of the statement made by Olusegun Obasanjo, the former Nigerian president, that says that police kills a masterminded of UBEC chairman kidnap. That you can see also on the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Residents groan as water scarcity persists in states, and also minister in multi-million naira contract scandal. Yeah. Bandit case 17 in Zamfara State, and this news too can be found on Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And that's not all. Let's see the Leadership newspaper this morning. Now, before we go into the Leadership, let's talk about the bandits. And I'll come to you, Mr. Fagit. What's your take on this issue of insecurity and the increased killings by bandits, armed men, especially in the northeast?
Well, actually, according to what I observed, apart of reading the periodicals and having news from various papers, radio, it seems to me that there is a serious insecurity in that area.
Okay, I'm listening.
It seems to be there is a serious insecurity, particularly in that area, because from there we have the Minister of Defense, from there we have a lot of higher official officers in security, but there is insecurity. One, lack of employment is so much there. Second, is the internal affairs, because there is question of those committing this type of offense were within the vicinity, inside the area. Because there is what we call, sometimes ago, some of the district heads said that there are some people who are leaders in the community, and they connive with some of these people making all these things to kidnap, to even kill people by getting money from them. Even a deputy chairman of local government was arrested some time ago. It's also one time that President Muhammad Buhari went to that Zamfara and wear a uniform. Everybody was thinking that things are going to be good, but finally things goes incorrect. What makes me normally surprised that government will say we have sent so force, we have sent so equipments, they are working, but at the end of the day you know that some people are killed and some people are kidnapped. Honestly,
Suleke, you took that from me, because I was going to say that. Do you think it's as a result of the force, like the internal security problem, or you just think there is someone that keeps leaking the secret and the strategy the Nigerian military are applying to make sure that this particular issue is put to a stop?
Really? Because one problem is that if government is trying to stop all these type of things, and then by mistake internally there are some people inside the criminals that connive with them to be giving them information of this.
I'm listening.
To be giving them the information of security sector.
Yeah.
Then success will be very hard in
Okay.
that issue. So I'm sure we are even appealing to the government and the community to try and cooperate properly so that they will stop this rubbish.
All right, so okay, I'll still come back to you on more trending topics. Martins, what's your take on these increased insecurity issues that we're having, especially from the northern region in Nigeria?
Well, to my own point of view, the security in this country is whack. Because
Wow.
I can't imagine killing here and there. I even threaten for more killings. Imagine last week, one of the senator representing the what's it called, Gaza local government in Savannah State. His elder sister was killed, and even he received a phone call after. And they want to attack more communities in that area. As to me, the security level of this country is bad. That's my own point of view.
All right, thank you very much, Martins. And quickly, let's go to the statement from Lamido to Obasanjo, still on Daily Trust newspaper. The Lamido says Obasanjo should not turn to a bigot, and this is as a result of the statement Obasanjo made of the Islamatization of Nigeria. That's like a grand plan of Islamatizing Nigeria. What's your take, Suleke, on this, coming from the part of Lamido to Obasanjo? And do you think that statement made by the elder statesman, now the former president of Nigeria, it's supposed to come from him?
Now, you see, question of Obasanjo. Obasanjo is not a strange.
I'm listening.
You see, question of Obasanjo. Obasanjo is not a strange, somebody that can talk anyhow he like to talk. Apart of being my colleagues, an elderly somebody. It's an elderly somebody, and then he talk whatever he wanted to, whenever he wanted to talk. So he said, Fulamanization and Islamization.
Yeah.
He's talking of Fulani and talking of Islam. He say also we talk of Boko Haram and the headsmen are trying to, they've been making a well-organized crime syndicate that's come to the extent of making all this problem. You see, when people like Obasanjo are talking like that, you don't even have time to concentrate on what they're saying. Because when you say blue today, tomorrow he will say green. When you say white today, tomorrow he will say red. Particularly if it's not accepted in administration to come along with.
Yeah.
So I believe, I think Sule Lamido is also making his noise according to how he wanted to make. Because Sule Lamido and Obasanjo have been making all these challenges. So I don't have anything to say that will make.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't have anything to say. Everybody are witnessing. All the listeners are, all the readers are making their own observation. Obasanjo is given an old, plus an experience of being president 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And whenever he's not in the government, government didn't give him 100% cooperation, he normally took all this type of thing. So to me, I think what both Sule Lamido and Obasanjo, all they are saying is something that nobody can give them a point.
Okay.
Yes.
So Marcus, you have a take on this with respect to the statement made by Obasanjo. Well, I'll come back to you. Suleke, a very important question. Someone like Olusegun Obasanjo, don't you think we should take his statements very seriously? Coming from the part of experience and someone who's been the former president, he might be privy to some certain information that we don't know of.
Now, let me tell you one thing. Taking advice from Obasanjo directly is very dangerous. Why? Because Obasanjo is always having a target on his own, what do I call it, future life. That is, he wanted to end up in a very good time. So people like Obasanjo, I'm definitely sure if they advise, you have to analyze it 3 or 4 times before you take even half of the advice. Yeah. During good luck, he come and advise that Konkoso should be president, and all upon all, Konkoso will become president. And then Obasanjo is somebody, one, he's very smart, two, very intelligent old man. And you see, you have to be very careful with smart and intelligent person, particularly elderly person. So that's why, to me, I think Obasanjo, although we like him because he had been doing good, but age always makes somebody to make a decision that people don't care much about it. So to me, taking Obasanjo's advice, Obasanjo's advice is something that is a risk to take Obasanjo's advice.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's,
All right. So, Martins, how about you? Yeah, I'm listening. Martins.
Well, about me, the statement he made is right.
Okay.
To me, but the location where the statement is issued out, I don't really support it. Because imagine you are in church talking about the Islamic stuff. Are you saying the Christians are the one good for the country? Or are you saying this? You don't understand.
I get you.
Get me the point?
Yeah.
So, to me, the statement is good to me because he's an experienced politician in the country. Like he's the South Longan president.
Yeah.
Yes, he has the experience. So the statement to me is right, but the location where he issued the statement, I don't really support it. So we made the statement inside church.
All right, let's take a look at another news that made headlines. Let's go straight to the leadership newspaper this morning. The leadership newspaper voting pattern threatens inauguration of the 9th assembly. That particular one, honestly, Suleke, let me come to you now. Talking about the voting pattern of this particular 9th assembly that we'll be having probably, I think, the first week in June, if I'm not mistaken. What's your take on it? Where the camp from Lawan and what's his name now? Goje and the big man himself. They've been saying, some are saying that they should go for open ballot, while some are saying they should go for secret ballot. What do you think this particular trading? Don't you think it's something that might lead to what we experienced in 2015?
you see, these senators, not them. What I mean by not them is because internally they can do anything to make themselves rich. Internally they can do anything to make themselves get trouble within themselves. Now, what I'm saying here that in Dimi, Lawa, Goji, they are all within the cycle by themselves. So telling us now that they will go and do secret ballot, they have already make a pattern, a plan.
Oh, okay.
Of course, because now government, 80% or to 90% government are supporting Lawa. Right?
Okay.
And then Goji have got some supporters. In Dumi have got some supporters. So all they are making noise like this is to confuse the voters. By the end of the day, they will say, okay, Lawan is going for it. So we don't need to even waste time listening to them that they will do internal or external. All we want is peace. We want them to be sure that when they finish their vote, we want Nigerian government to go smoothly and neat. Because they are the people that normally bring confusion to presidency, together with their colleagues, House of Rep.
Yeah.
You see, whenever they sit down, I have never seen a richest politician that get money or reasonably like this our senators. Newspaper allowance, car allowance, house allowance. A lot of, if you calculate what senator is annum per annum, you can even open a factory. Of course. But everyone is going to start fighting.
Yeah.
So we want peace this time around. Whenever the government started, that's after 29th May, we don't want any problem. Oh, the common man are suffering. There are some people here who cannot even afford to buy one mudu of rice to survive. But a senator, if he has allowance, you will laugh. So to us here, this election they are trying to do is between themselves because we have already bought them with our own voting card. So it's their internal affairs. Not we don't care about.
So okay, hold your thought there. Let me come to you, Martins. What's your own take on this particular header whereby the Senate they're trying to, they've been a wave between with the type of pattern that they should go with respect to the election?
Well, he has really said a lot about it. To me, is what they know themselves. They know what they want to do. Being open, be secret, what they will definitely do is what they will definitely do. To me, that's my own view. So all I ask from them now, let there be peace and unity.
All right, let there be peace and unity. Now, Suleke, Martins, don't you guys think that these senators should go with the party's, stands, whatever the party stands for, being that they came or they became the senators by, through the party, using the party's platform. So whatever the party stand is, or the party rules and regulations with respect to who becomes the Senate or how the election should be conducted within the party, and which representative should go, that should be the same thing that they, these senators of the All Progressive Congress should follow. Don't you think they should do that?
Now, you being a pressman, you respect the party.
Yes.
But internally,
yes,
I've been in politics before. These people, immediately you vote them, they go, party is just an umbrella to them.
Oh.
Of course. Let me tell you one thing. Like senators, House of Rep, if you vote them, they will go and spend almost a year in Abuja. But when they come back, they will buy motorcycle, they will buy rice, they will buy RAPHAEL yachts, and 5,000 naira envelope. They will come for a meeting for a constituency. They will say, sorry, we are very busy in Abuja, and we here come to regret that we are very sorry. Please manage this. We are still thinking about you. You can't bring a letter that you are complaining that your constituency there is no drainage, there is no hospital. They will even put it inside their boot and go away. All they care is once you vote them, I'm telling you, in each political party you are, once you vote these people, they are gone, they are gone. You can't see them until about a year. They will come with security with a flashy big car, a jeep, which is tinted. You can't even see who is the senator inside. They drop into their compound. When you enter, you say, okay, hello, man, how are you? I will give him the rice, give him the wrapper, give him this. They don't even think of what's up.
Well, okay, let's see more news that made headlines, and now we'll be going to the Premium Times this morning. Let's see the news that made headlines on the Premium Times. Now, the Premium Times is a Nigerian university lecturer killed by kidnappers, and also on page 4 you see that President Buhari committed to welfare of workers. That's his Premium Times. And also President Muhammadu Buhari committed to welfare of the workers. That you will see for the Premium Times. And also let's see other headlines that made headlines. But before then, let me come to Suleke. Let's talk about this a bit. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari have said that workers' welfare is his utmost priority, come this next dispensation. And he has demonstrated by signing the just 30,000 naira minimum wage. What do you think about this particular one?
Now, you see, this issue of 30,000 naira is just a paper, right? What I'm saying is that, Mr. President, whenever he approves an issue, now, before it comes to the extent of implementing, it takes a long time. That's one. Because we have the Accountant General Office, we have the Ministry of Finance, and whatnot. So, the very day he mentioned that 30,000, if you go to the market, you see that most of the traders have increased, the money of their property they are selling. If you go and ask them how much is rice now, it's higher than before he mentioned this thing. If you ask how much is sugar, it's higher than before he mentioned this.
Just in anticipation of the 30,000.
Very good. And you taking salary, somebody with a wife and 3, 4, 5 children, you take 30,000. How do you pay school fee? How do you feed them? How do you transport to the office? Well, to us it's manageable, but I wanted to assure Mr. President that he better come and check again. Because until now, even the federal government level, some people are already paid this amount. And state governments are in trouble because some governments cannot pay. Although my state government have already,
I'm listening.
my government have already agreed to pay 30 and even increase 6,000 naira. So, kind of, people are getting fined because, we are highly large in number.
All right, Suleke, let's go straight to the Punch newspaper this morning. One of the news that made headlines on the Punch newspaper says, governors neglect health care as state hospitals rot away. I mean, you can see those pictures there. They're not too good pictures from what we can see on the screen there. Honestly, if you ask me, I don't know. Suleke, let me come to you. Look at the pictures. I mean, the headlines we're seeing there. We have different pictures. We have in Ogun State. We have the General Hospital in Ogun State. We also have the Gerard Hospital Block, Ogun State. We have another one. About 8 pictures here, and these are different hospitals across the country in Nigeria. I mean, healthcare in Nigeria. Has government really neglected the healthcare, and what do you think they can do?
Now, really, when you say health, it involves me, it involves your family,
yes,
it involves every individual in Nigeria.
Yes.
But you see, the commissioners of information, including the minister, the commissioner of health,
yes,
including the commissioner, the minister of health, they were supposed to round off. Come and meet Mr. President. Now look, Mr. President knows much about health. When he went outside the country and stayed along in London,
okay,
he knows about it. He knows about it. But the big man always don't care about the lower people. Imagine how you go and see a hospital like this, just like a rat shit area. So the advice I will give the community is, please write a letter or a petition to the president, reply your governor. You can petition your governor to the presidency.
No, so okay, sorry. Let me cut you a bit.
Yeah.
Recently, not recently now, but sometimes last year, the wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, I beg your pardon, came out to say even the Aso Rock Hospital, the hospital in Aso Villa, that they don't have. Was this paracetamol, and most of the machines there are not working. Coupled with the fact that there's this huge budget, that was set aside for medical this thing here.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. She's a very good old lady. Why? Because I could remember, just recently they've done the same thing. I've seen a budget submitted for the Villa Hospital. So imagine if you can see the large amount they have budgeted for Villa Hospital, it is enough to repair these hospitals.
So, Martins, what do you say about this? What's your take?
Wow, they really neglect it. It's right. The statement is really, really right.
Yeah.
Once they put them in, once they end up being the governor, they themselves and the family travel out. Imagine, imagine a state governor don't even go to the state hospital. You don't know anything about it. Because no checkup. All they do is you travel about and do a checkup. Must you leave the country for just a checkup? You don't need to.
So you mean because they don't use this, or they don't use it.
Yes, if they use themselves, they will know how to fix it. But they have done it. Imagine you just want to go for what was it called? You want to do test. You travel. Yes, you want to use yourself, you go somewhere. Imagine now, you don't know, maybe they have a bad toilet, you don't know, maybe their machine is working. That statement you made about the president, the first lady.
Yes, the first lady.
Is it possible he wants to pick up some things that very day? That's when he noticed. She noticed.
Paracetamol.
Yes, it's possible she wants to use it. That was when she noticed. All they do is they fly abroad.
Now, there was something that happened in Lagos during the former governor of Lagos State, Mr. Raji Fashola, and that was one of the times, periods that Lagos actually experienced good healthcare system, because what he did was he made sure he goes to those different hospitals, you know, to do a checkup. There was one that happened in Ikorodu, that I pretty much am aware. He disguised and went to Ikorodu General Hospital, you know, as a governor, and he was neglected, only for him to, you know, disclose himself that everybody started running health scatter. Don't you think that the same thing should be applied? Other governors, even the presidency, should appoint people. Let's leave the ministers now, because they can't be everywhere. They should have people who check, you know, these different hospitals. Don't you think by doing that, it will improve our healthcare system? Because the truth is, if you look at the budget that has been budgeted in our healthcare, or into our healthcare, it's not a small amount.
Well, I think you're right, because you are, even in my mind, is psychologically focused what I'm trying to say. The presidency should immediately form a committee, Health Observation Committee, that will even involve EFCC inside, and DSS, police, and some other medical experts. They should be, the governor should be chairman of the committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Commissioner of Health Secretary. This committee, in every end of the month or 2 weeks, should be going all around the hospital within the state, making a comprehensive report of what is happening in the hospitals. If not that, always when there is budget, government will approve, we will push to the Commissioner for Health. Then, apart of the world bodies that are helping, because I'm a retired staff with the Minister of Health kind of state. I stayed there for quite a long time, although I'm in the personnel department.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of, you know, business growth. It's business center. Of course, because they will make a budget, the budget will follow all around. The contractor may be either in front of the governor or in front of the commissioner. You go to the hospital, you see no light, no diesel. In fact, it's very embarrassing. But in the budget, since I approved, the money have gone out.
Don't forget that it's still the morning drive, and we are here analyzing and the front pages of the news, and we're reviewing and of course also analyzing the different news headers. And I've been speaking with Suleke Fagi and of course Martins here with me here in our studio, CIN studio in Lagos. Okay, so I was going to ask a particular question, you know, when you were saying something, but before that, let's see another news paper here, the Sahara Reporters. It says, Atiku demands 500 million naira public apology from Buhari's aide, Onoche. I mean, then most importantly, the Lagos State governor-elect, I will get rid of trailers in Apapa within my first 60 days in office. First 60 days in office. Suleiman, Mr. Fagi and Martins, is this the same promises that we've always heard, trying to play itself again?
Well, to start, I would say my sweet mouth. When they say sweet mouth, you see, if somebody wants, there are all these singers that can sing. Before you like their music, they will make a very good sweet mouth. If not, can you imagine 60 days, all these long trailers, if you can settle them? He's not a trailer driver.
Yeah.
He's a governor.
Yeah.
By the time he's entering there, he's a siren with bodyguards. And when he went there, he won't spend less than 10 minutes, he will go away. Only give it instructions. So what he said, I hope he can make it. But I don't much. 60 days, because from today I'll be calculating the date.
No, let's not calculate from today, please. It's not yet time. Maybe from May 29th, we will start counting for him. Martins, what's your take on this?
Well, the normal problem is, let's say maybe he will do it, but it's possible to do it if he can remove this political stuff there. Imagine it's APC now that
Yes.
is ruling this place.
Yes.
Most trailers come from politicians from that APC.
Okay.
To me. So, for example, if PDP is ruling this place now, most politicians that owns the trucks, majority that is blocking the road will be from PDP politicians. So the best thing is remove the politics issue. Face anybody, remove any trucks, be you APC, be you PDP. Just remove it so that everyone will be free. And another thing you can do, get this port in Badagry, get it done fast, so that the prayer and that apapa
Would reduce. There's something that usually happens, you know, about these trailers. Funny enough, the 3 times that the president had visited the state on an official assignment, we discovered that even before the arrival of the president, everywhere would be cleared off.
Yes.
You know, so to me, I think if that can happen, maybe he wants to apply the same strategy. Who knows? I mean, you never can tell.
Yes, that's why he said in his statement that
60 days.
he would do is remove these political stuff aside.
Okay.
Aside.
Okay. Distinguished ladies and viewers, we're watching the morning drive, and of course, I've been speaking with Suleiman Fagi, our senior correspondent from Kano State, and Martins from Ekiti. When we come back, we'll be taking more look at the different news that made headlines in our different newspaper. My name is RAPHAEL NWANERI. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, distinguished viewers. It's still the morning drive, and I have with me Suleke Fagi, our senior correspondent from Kano State, and Martins Babatunde from Ekiti State. Okay, and we've been discussing and analyzing the different newspapers that made headlines into our newspaper this morning. Let's see the Cable newspaper this morning. The Cable says, Al-Makure, I need more than 7 days to Al-Makure, I'm sorry, I need more than 7 days to account for security votes. Suleke, I'll come back to you again on this.
Really, whenever I heard about security votes,
Yes.
I normally laugh. That's the easiest way that the government, the governors used to steal money from the public fund. Yes. Because whenever they say security money, there is no audit. Can you believe in that in any amount, in any money, when there is no budget, you can knock your door and eat whatever you want to eat. So to me, in my own side, whenever I come and start making noise that security, no.
But he has said they should give him 7 days.
Even at 3 days, he can chop what he's going to chop. I'm telling you. There is nobody can defend himself from security votes.
Martins.
He's really right. He's really right. No amount of time you give him. We go do.
Yeah, he will do.
So he's going to eat the money.
But do you think it's time for we to have or re-strategize on how this security votes is being dished out, and call for what we call in accounting terms now, you call for a reconciliation on how you spend, this money?
You see, this security vote is equivalent to the immunity, what do they call it? Immunity powers. That the governor can steal money and you can't take him to court because of immunity until after he's in the office.
It's tenor, yeah.
So the same thing with this security vote. He is going to spend it anyhow he like. If I am a governor, I enter the office, I saw about 40 million, I will say, okay, put 30 million for security. The director appointed, they normally advise security advisors. And they will sit down and take a copy. So So, okay, look, that money, blah, 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 they'll just, okay, go and write this. That's the end of it. You, the common man, even your dog cannot afford to eat food that will protect you, or your dog is an old dog. You cannot even look it.
Could that be one of the reasons now, Martins, why we're having, especially from the north, let me just put it that way, we're having this security and different bandits issues whereby governors are not putting this money into proper use?
Really, yes, really, yes. They're not spending the money on what the money is for. They're spending on different things. That's to my own view. So if they can monitor this security field, let them use it for what is meant for. At least the security in this country, at least it will curb it. No more crime, to reduce crime rate. If this security fee is used mainly for the security.
All right, so I was going to say something. But before then, let's go to the Nation newspaper this morning. Let's see the news that broke out from the Nation newspaper. The Nation, governors lose more amid battle for local government funds. Government lose more, yeah. So I'm Suleke. Now, let's go by this heading. Governors losing more from local government, and this is one of the recently news that just broke out that local governments now will be receiving their funds directly, starting from June 1st. So, local government funds now will be going straight to local government accounts instead of the state account. Do you think this is a welcome development?
This is number one success of the Buhari administration for its next tenure. Why? Because the local governments have been in a skeleton for quite a long time. I don't agree with that joint something. It's just a kind of joint cheating.
Joint cheating.
Of course. So we're very happy with this new dimension. Of course, we're very happy with it. And local government will now be rebranded by this type of direct allocation. If you go to a local government at now, say this is a local government, you cannot see the chairman sitting, vice chairman not around, councillors all run away. Why? Because there is no money. And politicians, when they vote, when they come to office, chairman, how you fine? My wife don't go no. And my house no food. At least you need to give them something. But a chairman of nowadays, as I'm saying, 3 million project or 4 million project, you have to go and begging government to make approval. Of course. So and he's elected, he's also elected.
True.
So we thank Buhari administration for trying to send this money direct to local government. Governors, I'm sorry, you have chopped what you have chopped. So that's the end of this.
No, but that does not stop the state from still having their own allocation, but just that the funds that belongs to or that are meant for local governments is going straight to local government.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's better.
Okay, so Martins, let me come to you now. Do you think this is a welcome development, or it should be business as usual? We should always move it to the state government's purse and allow the state governors to give the different local governments whichever money they feel they well deserved.
Oh yes, I'm really in support of this, 100%. At least now the local governments can easily use their money for what is meant for. Don't forget, we access this local government before the state.
True.
We access them.
True.
They are the ones you talk to directly. It's not easy to move from a local government to the state. So why not give them their money? Let them use it to fix their local government problem.
Yeah.
So I'm really in support of that. Really in support of that.
Suleke, do you think this would make the chairman very powerful?
Not only chairman, even the communities will be very happy.
So this will bring about more development?
Of course. Because if the same local government they send 90 million, even if the chairman will chop something, he will chop less than 20 million or 10 million. but the remaining money will be disbursed into various areas. And then the staff will feel happy, salary will come in time, hospitals will be, will be funded, markets will be rebranded, and then assistance will come. Farmers will get a lot of fertilizer in the local government.
All right, thank you very much, and distinguished viewers, it's been a wonderful time here on the morning drive. Don't forget that we'll be coming back after this short break with the sports update with my guy, my G, my personal person, Akpo Akpos, the only guy who give us the health. We go there, they talk on many things will happen in the world of. Thank you very much. I'm Suleke Fage. Say you join us for the studio. I see our senior correspondent from Kano, and Martins Babatunde. Thank you very much. Our correspondent from Ekiti. Okay, distinguished viewers, that's what we have for you on the front pages and review and analysis. And don't forget that we'll be right back to take you through the world of sport. My name is RAPHAEL. If you call me Pando, the honorable speaker of the street. We'll be right back.